Hello lovely, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Tiffany, and today we are going to be continuing my monthly reset series with our May reset. So last month I switched up my reset a little bit and did a home reset as well as a digital reset. So today's reset is going to be just like that. We need to get our dishes done, put away the laundry, and get my living room back in working order. We're also going to be going over my May goals, setting up June goals, and going over my May budget and setting up the June budget. So without further ado, let's get into the reset. Let's dive into the goals. So for May, I had a total of 23 goals, 6 in personal and house goals, 6 in health and wellness goals, 4 in financial goals, 2 in career and business, and 5 in spiritual goals. Starting with personal and house goals. Stay on morning routine, yes. Stay on night routine, yes. Develop a cleaning schedule. This is still a no, and I feel like I might need to reword this a little bit, but for now, we're just gonna keep it as no. Go grocery shopping every 2 weeks, yes. Go on date night with Manny, yes. And declutter closet, no. If you watch my vlogs, you know that there have been other things going on and cleaning has not been a top priority, but that's okay. So I set 6 and achieved 4 of the personal and house goals. On to health and wellness. Be active at least twice a week. Okay, whenever May first started, I was actually really good at this, and I was going to the gym consistently and I was really loving it, but I had a couple of procedures done that made me really sensitive, and I just had to let my body rest for the last couple of weeks of May, and so that's what I was doing. I was focusing on rest. So I didn't follow it all the way through the entire month, but for the majority of the month, I was being active at least twice a week. So I kind of want to call that a win, but I mean, I think so. I think I'm gonna go ahead and mark it off as complete because I know active rest days are just as important as being active in general. So I'm gonna go ahead and count that as completed. Wear retainer for 5 nights a week. Let me check my other app that I track that in. I only completed a full 1 week, so can't mark that one off as complete, but we're getting there. We are getting there. Stand up for at least 30 minutes a day. Again, this one goes hand in hand with the being active twice a week. I was really focused on allowing myself to rest when I needed it, so I didn't stand up for at least 30 minutes a day, but I did still stand up every once in a while, so I'm gonna mark that as complete. Make therapy appointment. Oh yeah, girl's been on speed dial. So that one is complete. Practice the 5-4-3-2-1 method. There were a couple of different situations where this technique really came in handy this month actually, so yes, I did practice that. And get adjusted every week. I didn't actually get adjusted every week this week because of the procedures I had done, but on the weeks that I went in that I was feeling good enough for it, I got adjusted twice in 1 week. So technically it wasn't every week, but it equated to being adjusted every week. I got adjusted 4 times, so I'm gonna mark that as complete. So for health and wellness, I set 6 goals and I achieved 5. On to financial goals. Track expenses in sheets, yes. I set up the budget last month with you guys, so yes. Make all budgeted payments to debts, oh yeah. And really focus on saving, oh yeah. This has been big on my list. I have been really dialing in on my spending and trying to focus more on saving and debt because I am just trying to be debt-free and live in life, you know what I mean? So for financial goals, I actually set 4 goals and achieved 4 goals. I think this is the first time I'm actually achieving all the goals I set, so yay! Next is career and business. I only put 2 goals in here, and that is publish at least 1 video a week, which I am so happy to say that I have been doing this. I have been staying consistent, and I think the Sunday schedule is just where it's gonna have to be. I work 9 to 5 Monday through Friday, and Sunday gives me an extra buffer day if I need to finish up my edits or anything like that. And I've just been able to find myself a lot more consistent with the Sunday upload schedule, so I think I'm going to stick to Sunday Sundays, at least for the foreseeable future. If you don't like Sunday specifically, let me know down below. If you like Sundays, let me know that too. Or if it doesn't matter what day I upload, let me know that. The second one is create a filming and editing schedule. I'm gonna say yes. I think I've officially marked that off as complete. Wow, I did not think I did so well this month, but I did. So again, we got a full category done. I set 2 goals and achieved 2 goals. Now, it is just 2 goals though, so it's not a crazy win, but I'm still counting it as a win because I'm very happy about that. All right, and last is spiritual goals. So for spiritual goals, we had make time for morning prayer. Yes, I pray every morning with Tristan. Thank God for something every day. Yes, this is still very much a great habit in our household. Read scripture from Bible. I have the Bible app. I do read these every day. Whenever it publishes a new scripture, I just read it every morning. I feel like it's a good way to start your morning. The next one is practice daily devotional. This one is actually not going to be complete because I ended up returning the last devotional that I showed you. I thought that there was going to be more to it and more like peace and calmness and like just stillness with the spirit in the readings, but it wasn't like what I thought it was going to be. So I actually ended up returning it, and I just have my utmost for his highest. So I do still read that one, but like I told you before, it is a little bit more difficult for me to fully understand that one. So I find myself not reading it every day, but I do really enjoy the balanced activity book that I bought. And so I'm going to make it a point to complete that before the end of the month. As of right now though, I set 5 goals and I achieved 3. So overall, I set 23 goals and achieved 18, giving me a 78% goals achieved rating. As you might know, my goal is always 50% or higher, so having 78% is awesome. All right, let's set up the goals for June. I am going to probably scale back a little bit on my goals this month just because there are going to be things that are going to be happening that I need to allow myself the most grace for. So I am just going to have the 3 for personal and house goals. For the health and wellness goals for June, I am setting 4 goals. For financial goals, I set 4 for the month of June. So 2 career and business goals for the month of June. For spiritual goals, I am setting 4 goals for the month of June. So in total, I am setting 17 goals, and I feel really good about that. I think that that is a very manageable goal list for myself and not something that I'm going to be overwhelmed with. On to the budget. So we are still at the tail end of May, so I do have a few bills that haven't hit yet, but for the majority, all of the bills have already come out. So the list that we're gonna go over are going to be pretty accurate. As you can see, I planned for $2,800 in bills to come out, and $2,621.18 have only come out, with a difference of $179.72. My subscriptions, I planned for $383 and only spent $359.70, with a difference of $23.30. For expenses, I planned for $354 and ended up spending $790.21, with a deficit of $436.21. For additional savings, I don't budget anything in this particular budget. We have an extra outside savings that we have. So anything in this one is just extra, and that was $11.04. And then for debt, I budgeted $2,660 and we ended up having $2,220.79, but I think there are still a few things pending. So that should be about even, but right now with a difference of $439.21. So let's go over the expenses. So for fun money, I didn't budget anything and we ended up spending $18.29. For dining out, I didn't budget anything and we ended up spending $237.24. For shopping, I gave myself $50 and we ended up spending $190.33. I'm getting better. I'm getting closer to my $100 limit. We had $5 of other fees. We had a budgeted amount of $60 for health and medical and a actual expense of $90 with a difference of $30. Groceries, pets, and household needs are in a different budget, so anything out of this budget is extra. So for groceries, we didn't budget anything and we ended up spending $29.05. For pets, I did start budgeting in this account for a few different things. So $64 I think is going to be what our monthly expectation is, and we ended only up spending $45 this month with a difference of $19. Personal care, we didn't spend anything. I did end up spending $51.75 on Tristan. Didn't pay anything towards the car. Did have a budgeted amount of $30 for our toll roads, ended up having a $50 spend with a difference of $20. For the gas, I budgeted $100 and we spent $100 with a difference of nothing. For our household, I gave myself a budget of $50 and we ended up spending $57.91 with a difference of $7.91. For books, I didn't buy anything. Social celebrations, I didn't budget anything, but we did end up having $15.64. And then no fees and no donations this month. Grand total comes to a budgeted amount of $354 and an actual spent of $890.21 with a difference of $536.21. We're not 100% there yet with the budgeted amounts and the spent amounts, but these are the variable expenditures anyway, so they're going to fluctuate. I just put a number in there to try to give me a rough estimate on how much I think we're going to be spending this month. So I'm not too mad about the amount, but I would like to, hone in a little bit, maybe on like our dining out budget. Maybe we could bring that down a little bit. And with that, let's create the budget for June. So I've already plugged in all of my reoccurring monthly subscriptions, my monthly bills, and my monthly debt. So let's go ahead and create some expenses. So like I said, I really want to focus on paying down my debt and saving. So I'm not gonna have too much more play money because I really want to just try to focus our money towards saving and paying down debts right now. So I think for fun money, I'm going to keep it as $0. I think for budgeting out, I do need to give like a $50 amount just so we have it. For shopping, I'm gonna give myself $50. We don't put anything in other. I do have a few medical things coming up, so I'm going to give myself a $60 budget for that. Groceries, no. Pets, I need to budget $65. Personal care, Tristan might want a haircut, but I don't think so. For the car, I don't think so. Toll roads, I'm gonna budget, we spent $50 last month, but we don't have some of the places that we're gonna go this month, so I'm gonna budget $30. For gas, I'm gonna budget $100 again. Household, I'll give myself another $50. Books, celebrations, fees, and tithing donations. So I'm trying to keep a very tight budget. So in total, I want to only spend $405 if we even spend that. I wouldn't be mad if we didn't. Like I said, I'm trying to just keep a nice tight budget and really focus our spending on debt payments and saving. And just like that, our reset is complete. Thank you so much for joining me in this month's reset. I hope that you enjoyed it. As always, the budget tracker that I use will be linked down below. So if you are interested in grabbing the one I use, it will be linked down below with a little discount if you use my link. Thank you again so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, comment a money sign down below if you got all the way here so I know who is watching till the end. I love you so much and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.